Welcome back to the History Deep Dive Podcast. I'm Joel.
And I'm Monica. Today, we're pivoting from our usual discussions on military power and political dominance to talk about a man who changed the world using a completely different set of tools: nonviolence and truth.
That's right. We're talking about Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, better known as Mahatma Gandhi. You know, Monica, it's fascinating. While some leaders in history used aggressive oratory to divide people, Gandhi used his voice to unite millions under the concept of satyagraha.
Exactly, Joel. Satyagraha, which basically means truth force. But before he was the Mahatma, or Great Soul, he was just a shy young lawyer. He actually went to London at age 18 to study law and became a barrister.
But the real turning point wasn't in London, was it? It was South Africa.
Right. In 1893, he went there for a legal case and was famously thrown off a train for refusing to leave a first-class compartment because of his race. That moment of discrimination sparked a 21-year journey of activism, where he developed his nonviolent resistance methods.
It's such a contrast to other leaders of that era. Gandhi believed in ahimsa, or total nonviolence, and he even lived a life of extreme simplicity, wearing a hand-spun dhoti to identify with India's poor.
And when he returned to India in 1915, he didn't just talk, he acted. Think about the Salt March in 1930. He walked 240 miles to the sea just to pick up a handful of salt to protest a British tax. It was a simple act of defiance that mobilized an entire nation.
It really shows that power doesn't always come from an army. Even during the Quit India movement in 1942, his message was do or die, but always through nonviolent means.
It's a tragic end, though. Even after leading India to independence in 1947, he was heartbroken by the violence of the partition. And just months after, in January 1948, he was assassinated by an extremist who disagreed with his message of religious tolerance.
But his legacy? I mean, he inspired Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, the list goes on.
Truly a great soul. Well, that's all for today's episode. Before we go, let's look at 3 new words from today's podcast that you should add to your vocabulary list. 1. Civil disobedience. This is the active, professed refusal of a citizen to obey certain laws or demands of a government without using physical violence. Example: Gandhi's Salt March was a famous act of civil disobedience. 2. Transformation. A thorough or dramatic change in form or appearance. Example: Gandhi's transformation from a shy lawyer to a national leader was incredible. 3. Self-reliance. Reliance on one's own powers and resources rather than those of others. Example: by spinning his own cloth, Gandhi promoted the idea of Indian self-reliance.
Great words, Monica. Practice using them this week. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can keep practicing your English with us every week. Also, please comment below and tell us one new thing you learned about Gandhi today.
Your comments help us grow, and they're a great way for you to practice your English writing.
Bye, everyone, and we'll see you in the next episode.